Welcome back. On this episode, I will show you how you can make salted caramel sauce without using a candy thermometer. So without any further ado, let's get started. The first thing that you will need is a heavy-duty saucepan. Make sure that the pan has high sides because when you start adding the rest of the ingredients, the caramel will start bubbling up and you can get burned very easily. What we have here in the pan is 1 cup of granulated sugar. And go ahead and turn your heat on to medium-low. Try to level the sugar in one straight level and don't stir, don't do anything to it, just leave it, and you'll start noticing after 1 to 2 minutes that the edges of the sugar started to melt. As you can see now, the edges of the sugar started to melt, so I don't want you to stir at this point. Instead, take the handle of the pan and start swirling around the sugar. And because the caramel can get burnt really quickly, easily, I want you to have the rest of the ingredients out at this point, which is gonna be 4 tablespoons of butter and half a cup of heavy cream, also known as whipping cream. At this point, the sugar almost is completely melted, just a little bit more, so you can go ahead and use a whisk and just break it up a little bit to help it. And this is where you should stop when it has this beautiful amber color. Go ahead and turn up the heat and then quickly add your butter. Here I have 4 tablespoons of butter that I cut into cubes just to make it a little bit easier for it to melt in the sugar, and start whisking it vigorously until all the butter has completely melted. So now we have all the butter melted. Go ahead and pour the half a cup of whipping cream, and again stir. At this point, your caramel is done. This is a regular caramel that you can top off your favorite ice cream with, or cheesecake, or like I did, I used it to fill in my macaroons, which I'll have the recipe in the description bar below. Turn it into salted caramel. What you need to do is whisk in half a tablespoon of salt, and preferably use sea salt. So I have here half tablespoon of sea salt, and I'm gonna just whisk it in. And you're done. You will notice that the consistency of it is very runny, but it will thicken up a little bit more when it cools down. So after your caramel sauce is done, you want to store it in a glass container that has a lid to it, something like this. If you like this video, please thumbs up and share it, and don't forget to subscribe so you can be updated with all the new episodes. Please leave me your comments and suggestions and let me know what you want to see next. Until next time, see you later.